Oh, there. I can figure out how to push a button. Well, it looks like um uh that what's his name something S.E. The Sims or whatever, the new debriefer for the news people for Trump. He did it again. I have never met someone that you could listen to him and you could hear the hostility just bubbling up in him. I personally, I wouldn't have picked him. But then again, after what happened over the weekend and what in the United with him banning people, Muslims particularly, well, only Muslims from how it reads. So I don't even know what they were thinking when they wrote that, or I don't know what they were thinking because now I feel more. I don't feel safe at all after with him in the office. I feel like he gonna get somebody. I don't know. But I know that the Parliament in England had a lot to say about Trump and how they don't feel that they have the right not to interfere because this guy is harmful and dangerous. And you could see what happened in Quebec in Canada. Uh, Somebody that followed Trump and likes what he says, goes murder a bunch of people that are worshiping in a mass. That's some coward ass pussy shit. Yeah, that's the same shit that other white boy did up in the church. United States, our biggest problem is Christian fundamentalists. They go around and like they'll go to abortion things and blow like they used to blow abortion buildings up to save lives. Which so Trump has the people that he have they're not very logical in the fact that 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 hate makes them feel like that joins them their hate um you know and the rest of the world gets to see exactly what black and brown, uh, even what the Japanese had to go through. You see, and I remember because I didn't grow up in a church. Growing up, I probably went to like maybe 5 times to church, and like I think 3 of them was like our family church, you know, and Girl Scout Sunday was like the other 2. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I might have went like not with our family church, but with family to their church. Like but anyway, like doesn't matter. I didn't go. I didn't. And then the one thing about I found out about Christians, they think everybody like knows all about there's what they're talking about. But I found that my first experience with good old Midwestern Christians is that like they'll give you this look, and it's like the look they usually see people give their kid, and like you're supposed to understand for some reason what that look means, but you instinctively know that it's just full of hate and venom, like they just and I found them to be sort of very like mean, you know. At first I was like, oh, they're nice, but then you find out that so and anyway, I don't like to be I don't I don't I never could that nobody could ever explain to me what the hell they was talking about. It's like either it was a big secret or they just didn't fucking know. So and it didn't make no sense. You know you, I don't really, but I noticed that there was a conflict with their behavior and what they want you to think. But anyway, that's either here or there. But that goes with all religious, all religious groups. They got they got a they you got extremists, I guess you might as well say it. But you know, but but Trump is gonna have. That's so embarrassing. He is embarrassing. He's embarrassing for the rest of the world to see that we produce. And he went to I'm sure he went to private school, but he's really embarrassing. And then like I was looking, he was saying like sort of like flipping through, trolling a little, and he was on something, and he had all these women behind him, and I was like, he really wants to look like he's a played out trick, you know. I think some guys think, that makes them look important. I don't have respect for some. I mean, look, there's a capitalist society, and people are to be bought. That's what McDonald's. Pretty much, they're buying these people for whatever hours they're there. They're paying them to be there. So like, if they're paying those women to be there, uh, anyway, um, I don't know. I feel and like I don't know how like can you imagine how his son must feel like I can't how do guys feel like your dad's messing with and you love 5 or 6 women and he thinks that makes him an important person. How would that kid feel? How does that affect the psyche of the child? I know how it is to be a woman. You just hope that like but like well I you just hope that like he stays gone longer each time. You know, and he shows up and you got a whole bunch. You should have a bunch of plans you got to do, but because you can it's he's like, yeah, okay, I gotta have sex with my husband, run around with a bunch of prostitutes. He's gonna come home, he's gonna he thinks he's gonna have to have sex with me. I gotta make an appointment the next day for the OB doctor. Take me some antibiotics after him. Can you imagine what type of marriage that is? But I noticed that that Trump and his people don't have any respect. Like that was the problem. They didn't respect the procedures that are already in place in the United States. They don't respect uh, the people that have been working in that job with the White House, and they don't respect the fact that that even if you are like the commander in chief, you can't command anything if you don't know how to lead or don't know how to debrief your people or don't give information that's pertinent to them doing the job that you're asking them to do. And I think that that was one thing that was very apparent uh, with his signing all those executive orders is that it's causing chaos. Uh, and you have professional people that work in the airline industry. They're gonna make sure that they keep their paycheck coming in because they're dependent on their food, housing, and clothing for that job. So they're gonna be professional enough to at least maintain some type of stability to where they could clock out and get the hell out of there and go home. But so and then the idea that even pilots, like so he's stopping people. Actually, I don't see how he's gonna create any new jobs playing this game of like I'm gonna undo everything that that Barack did, Obama did, because Barack Obama did, and then everything is their fault. That was what it was with the debriefing. The guy's still going on about Obama. Obama's no longer in the White House as of January the 21st. So, it doesn't matter what Obama did. Everything that you're doing, you know, when people speak on what Trump did, they're not gonna, unless they're a moron, they're not gonna say, "Oh, okay, well he's, you know, uh, uh, um, well Obama, uh, was a black man, and now Trump, I guess, has to turn black." People are not gonna say, you know what I'm saying, and we understand how jealous racist people are to see, you know, black people being able to feed, clothe, and house themselves, being able to maneuver in the United States uh, uh, with some a bit of the freedom, you know what I'm saying, so they could go to work or maybe go to the grocery store or or maybe go shopping. We won't be serious for long, but go spend their money. You know, and we get plenty, and what I'm saying, we get plenty of interference. Because in harassments anyway. So to see that through the harassment, through the and all the other bullshit that people of color have to put up with from white America, that we we still get up and and have our food or our drink, which I guess the next thing that'll be him trying to get rid of. But I'm just so well. We'll see. I'm assuming that we're gonna have more white extremists just go the fuck off, because that's usually what happens in America. More often than not. Um, I've seen supposedly the nice guy next door, Christian guy. Who, and not in our neighborhood. We have a nice, quiet neighborhood. This guy goes and kills, uh, somebody at a school, children or something, you know. Or the one I like. Well, we knew he had mental problems, but we can't do that. And we put our kids in school all these years, and the only thing we could pump out is Trump is not gonna fix anything. What he seems like he's doing is he's getting ready to get a whole bunch of people that in the rest of the world that either wants him impeached, or they see somebody they can manipulate by just like maybe telling him, "Oh, what nice hair you have," or "Oh, your skin is such a bright glow to it," or some, you know what I'm saying, something that would probably make me say, "Okay, whatever." But he's they need to impeach him. He's a he's endangering the security of the American people, and he's jeopardizing our credibility with the rest of the world. And I know Penn, if he becomes vice president, we saw what he done in his home state. He got rid of like Planned Parenthood, and ovarian cancer skyrocket. You know, I know men think that women just go to Planned Parenthood or OB doctors just to have abortion, and I would think that that would be just an example of a few women in your life, like mothers, daughters, or whatever. But it's a bigger world, and uh, women are not that shallow, and women are running whole households because American men are just not here. They're running around titty bars, like their example of their president. Maybe they're getting peed on. Now, my question is after you have after you have a prostitute peed on you, where do you sleep? Do you sleep in that pissy bed? And is that why his hair is yellow? Lizzie, you know what I'm saying? It and I think he's taking something from Penn. He's probably gonna dye his hair a little more platinum. But either way, it looks like Trump has been around people for many years that didn't care enough or love him enough to tell him that he looked like a clown with his hair like that. All those years we was on Apprentice, We were all making like I don't know. I watched it like a few times and it was it's extremely disturbing in his in the way he chooses to wear his clothes. He has his tie. You know who's gonna want a Trump tie? His tie hangs way past his crotch. I mean, he looks like a third world clothing. You know, he looks like he should make clothes for Russia. That's what he looks like he should do. Well, anyway, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if there'll be any more people. Hey, you know what's gonna happen now? You're gonna have some crazy. You know, he's all about Trump. He's extremist. He's a Christian. You know what I'm saying? And he's just gonna go off and do what they do and start massacring people because now they feel like they're in the right. Yeah, thanks, Trump. Nobody's safe now.